to Thompson Falls High School. Home of the Blue Rocks, the amazing class of 2026. On behalf of my senior class, I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming out here and honoring our commencement ceremony. Supporting our future means the world to us. So, thank you. With that being said, please join me in the saluting of our national anthem, played by Brinley Barnes, Deanna Drake, Kayla Fawcett, and Madeline Ward. Gentlemen, at this time, please remove your cover. My pleasure to introduce Gabby Hannum, class of 2026, co-valedictorian.
Okay. Good afternoon, teachers, staff, family, friends, and the class of 2026. I spent a lot of time thinking about what I wanted to say today. How are you supposed to summarize 4 years and really an entire childhood for many of us into one speech? Most of us have known each other for forever. We grew up together. We sat next to each other in elementary school classrooms, played together at recess, rode the same bus, and spent years moving through every stage of life side by side. And I think that's what makes today feel so strange. Graduation is exciting, obviously. We've been waiting for this moment for years, but it's also emotional knowing that after spending almost every day together for so long, this might be the last time we see each other. Well, let's be honest, I'm sure we'll run into each other at Town Pump by the end of this week. But there will be no more walking into the same hallways every morning, no more Friday night lights, no more last-minute homework questions before class, and no more seeing the same familiar faces every day. For years, this has been our normal. But now we are all about to become completely different versions of ourselves. I think what I'll remember most about high school isn't the big moments everyone expects us to remember. It won't be accomplishments, championships, grades, or awards. It'll be the smaller things. Like the long bus rides home after games when everyone's so exhausted but somehow still laughing at the dumbest things. Getting ready with teammates before big games, blasting music in the locker room, and trying to act calm even when we're all really nervous. The feeling of hearing our community and underclassmen cheer us on from the stands, seeing little kids wear Blue Hawk jerseys and looking up to us the same way we once looked up to athletes before us. The conversations in parking lots after games that somehow lasted way longer than they should have. Walking into a packed gym on a Friday night where everyone knows everybody and realizing how lucky we are to grow up in a small town. I know people love to say that high school is the best 4 years of your life, but honestly, I hope that's not true. I hope that this is the beginning for all of us. I hope we leave here and do things that scare us a little. I hope we go places we never imagined we would. I hope we become people our younger selves will be proud of. But I also hope that as life changes and we grow into these new versions of ourselves, that we never lose who we were at first. Our work ethic, our loyalty, the ability to show up for people, and understanding that community matters. Because growing up in a small town teaches you things that you don't really appreciate until you're older. It teaches you how important people are. It teaches you that success means very little if you have nobody to share it with. And personally, I know I would not be standing up today without the people around me. To my family, thank you for supporting me through every practice, every game, every late night, every early morning, and every moment where I doubted myself more than I should have. Thank you to my teachers, coaches, and friends, and of course, thank you to my class for growing up alongside me. We made it through every awkward phase, every hard season, every success, every disappointment, and every moment in between together. So, class of 2026, wherever life takes you next, I hope you remember this version of yourself. This version standing right on the edge of something new. This version that still believes anything is possible. Congratulations, class of 2026, and thank you.
Thank you, Gabby. Hello. It's an absolute honor to stand before you all today. I would like to begin with sharing a poem with you, a spoken word written by Zach Bryan, which I edited for the occasion. This is Lucky Enough. If I'm lucky enough, I'll see fogs lift with suns as we roll to play a show in Carolina, Oklahoma, or Chicago. I'll grow to know the road to home in places far away, wrinkled bald and beaten stiff to never waste a day. Enough people will hate me that I know I did it right, but to never meet a human being that I say I don't like. Let me learn the hard way and let it close sometimes, that youth is the attic chest where every lesson lies. I'll have some kids and teach them that we are all the same, suffering, smiling silhouettes of every passing day. The love I have will always be something my friends yearn. My memories were never cheap and never easy earned. If I'm lucky enough, I'll understand losing someone close. I'll clench my teeth on New Year's Eve and try to talk to ghosts. I'll stumble through a market on a Sunday in June, smell the salt and asphalt on a Sunday afternoon. I reckon I'd be lucky enough if I made it half as far, to only die on the hills that are closest to my heart. If I'm lucky enough, notebooks will be strewn across my room. I'll play catch on green grass where springtime's flowers bloom. If I'm lucky enough, I'll tell the truth every chance I get, 'cause smiles fake to appease another is worth 10 regrets. If I'm lucky enough, I'll get through hard things and they will make me gentle to the ways of the world. If I'm lucky enough, I'll have the courage to leave and go wherever my beating heart tells me to go. If I'm lucky enough, I'll make it exactly to where I'm taking this breath now, lay my head upon the earth and laugh at passing clouds. This poem beautifully captures what I feel today: nostalgia, joy, some regrets, and an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the experiences and people that have gotten me to where I'm taking this breath now. I've grown to know this home for the past 18 years of my life. a place of undeniable beauty which is reflected in the generosity of the community members and the compassion of teachers and coaches. Thank you to my family and to the few who never stop showing me that they care, love me, and have never let me settle for less than who I am. I have found that these verses by Zach Bryan as great words of advice for situations we will all face. There are some people who will view your success as a threat, but that is how you know you did it right. So tell your truth every chance you get, because a fake smile is worth 10 regrets. And remember that we are all the same, suffering, smiling, silhouettes of every passing day. And to my class, may you have the courage to leave and go wherever your beating heart tells you to go. And to remember that you are lucky enough. I now have the pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, founder of Love Kelly and Thompson Falls alum, Kelly Butts Burrito.
Good afternoon. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kelly. I graduated from Thompson Falls 8 years ago. Today I live in New York City, where I'm the creative director of my own brand called Love Kelly. To the class of 2026, it's truly an honor to be asked to speak to you today. This town and this school hold such a special place in my heart, because this place is really the place that taught me the values that have laid the foundation for who I am today. As I prepared this speech, I spent a lot of time reflecting on the last 8 years of my life since my own graduation day. I thought about the successes and the failures that I've had, the unexpected turns and the lessons that have come with them. I thought a lot about what I wish I had known when I was sitting in your seats 8 years ago, and what would have been helpful for me to hear when I was your age. And after sorting through a lot of different ideas, I decided that I wanted to share one main story from my life and 3 specific lessons that I've learned along the way, in the hope that somewhere in them you can find something that's helpful for you as you begin the next chapter of your life. After I graduated high school, I went to play baseball in Indiana. For most of my life, playing Division I college baseball was my dream. I had spent nearly all my life working towards it. It was a major motivator for me getting sober, working hard through high school, and getting to where I was. Baseball was the central focus of my life. But shortly after I got to college, I was cut from the team in my first fall. I was devastated. At the time, it felt like everything I had worked for had fallen apart before it ever even began. After getting cut, I felt completely lost, and I dropped out of college. I couldn't bear the embarrassment I felt walking around my school, seeing my old teammates, and I remember just feeling like I gotta get out of here. So I dropped out of college with no direction. I remember the next day looking up the cheapest flights to tropical locations, and I booked a flight to Puerto Rico. I flew there with very little money and no plan. I lived in hostels and I bounced around the island, hoping I would find some sort of inspiration or new direction for my life, until I eventually ran out of money. Funny enough, I happened to bring a video camera with me on that trip, and I found myself enjoying filming everything along the way. After I ran out of money, I had to move back home to my parents' house and get a job that I hated in my hometown. It was a really challenging time in my life. I'd already gotten sober and gone through building bridges. I graduated Thompson Falls and signed to a Division I school to play baseball, where I ended up getting cut. And yet here I was, 20 years old, back in my parents' basement, working a job I had no interest in, and I had no clear direction for my life. I felt like I was supposed to have it figured out by then, but I didn't. Even though I'd already overcome significant challenges in my life, here I was back at another low point. During that time, I remember sitting in my basement, looking through old footage from my trip to Puerto Rico. I edited together some of the best travel footage and I posted it on my Instagram. A few days later, a local artist who saw my video reached out to me. He asked if I would shoot a music video for him. I'd never considered shooting a music video, but I had nothing to lose, so I said, sure, let's do it. I had absolutely no idea that this decision would completely change my life forever. We filmed the music video and released it, and it took off overnight. The artist ended up signing a record deal shortly after, and I remember in that moment being like, maybe I can make a career shooting videos, which is something I had discovered that I loved doing during my trip to Puerto Rico. After that video, bigger and bigger artists started reaching out to me to film music videos for them. One video led to another. Over the next 6 months, I was off to the races. For about a year, I threw myself into learning everything I could about shooting music videos. I spent countless hours editing, making mistakes, improving, honing my craft as a videographer while I was still living in my parents' basement and working that same job that I hated. I would film a video at night, and when I would get off on the weekends, I would travel to different cities to meet up with artists and film. About 2.5 years after moving into my parents' basement, my music videos had grown significantly, and I'd started my own brand called Love Kelly. I'd saved up a good amount of money, and I decided I was going to take a leap and move to New York City. After feeling like I had lost my dream when I got cut, 2.5 years later, I found myself packing my bags and moving to New York City to pursue this different dream that I didn't even know existed when I graduated high school. After moving to New York, I eventually got an internship for Jay-Z's record label. I remember that first summer in New York as an intern, I learned everything I possibly could about the music industry from the inside. I began growing my brand more and more, and the videos kept growing. I also started designing my own clothes and throwing concerts with the artists that I was shooting videos for, and it eventually has grown into an annual music festival. Today, I've had the opportunity to work with artists I grew up listening to, such as the band U2, and hip-hop artists like Trippie Redd, Lil TJ, and many more. As a designer, I've gotten the opportunity to collaborate with brands I admired as a kid, such as Converse and Nike, and I've built a life that I never could have imagined when I graduated high school. Looking back, what amazes me the most is that none of this was part of my original plan. If you'd asked me when I graduated high school what my future was going to look like, I would have told you I'm going to play college baseball. I never would have said that I would work in the music industry. I never would have said that I would move to New York City. I never would have said that I would build a business or become a creative director. What I thought was the end of my dream when I was cut from college baseball ended up being the beginning of a completely different one. So my first thing I want to pass on to you guys is this. Your path is not supposed to look like everyone else's. Your path does not have to be conventional for it to be special and important. The things that I was once embarrassed about in my story are now some of the things that I'm the most grateful for. My path to success has been anything but linear. It took me 5 years to graduate high school. I attended 3 different schools before graduating Thompson Falls. I dropped out of college after earning a scholarship. It took me until I was 21 years old to find my career. It took me 8 years to finally finish my college degree. For a long time, I thought that meant that I was behind, but now I see it differently. They weren't detours, they were building blocks on my path to success that's different than anyone else's. Every one of you has a different path ahead. Your timeline will be different. Your successes will not look the same. And that's the beauty of the human experience. We're all on our own unique journey and we have our own timing. One of Jay-Z's quotes that I love that's always stayed with me is that every human being has genius level talent. There's no chosen ones. You just have to find what you're great at and tap into it. I was never the best student. I was never quite as good of an athlete as I had hoped I would be. But over time, I discovered that my gifts were storytelling through art, design, and connecting with people. Every one of you has special gifts too. Your job is not to become someone else or to become something that people expect of you. It's to discover what makes you uniquely you and have the courage to build a life around it. Second thing that I want to share with you is this. Focus on your values more than your goals as you build your life. When I graduated high school, my goal was to play college baseball, like I said. A few months later, that goal was gone. When baseball disappeared, I lost the thing that had built so much of my identity. And for a while, I felt like I'd lost myself too. I felt behind. I felt like somehow I messed everything up. But looking back, what got me through that period wasn't a goal because I didn't even have one anymore. What got me through was my values, working hard, staying sober, regardless of any external circumstance. I kept working hard even when I didn't like the job that I was doing, until I found my actual career. I stayed sober even when I felt lost, and I'm proud to say that I've reached 9 years of sobriety today. I kept believing that even if I stayed consistent and kept moving forward, if I stuck to my values, eventually life would make sense again and I would find a new goal, and I did. What I realized is that who I am is not so attached to what I do. As you grow older, your plans will change, and life will surprise you. Some of your goals will work out, and some of them won't. But if you know who you are and what you stand for, you can adapt through anything. Sobriety and my work ethic got me through those uncertain times when my goals fell apart and changed around me. As you move forward with your own lives, I encourage you to think about what your values are. What are the things that make you you, regardless of what you're doing? The way that sobriety and hard work have been for me. Stay true to those values even when life throws challenges your way. They're going to help you see those better days. The final thing I want to leave you with today is to stay present in this moment right now and do your best to stay present in your life moving forward. When I graduated high school here, I remember everyone would ask me, what's next? Sometimes they ask you that even before saying congratulations on what you just accomplished. I remember feeling so much pressure to have a good answer for that. People are going to have all those questions for you. What's next? What are you doing? And while I think it's important to have a plan and be proud of what you're doing, it's also okay not to know, not to be sure, and not to feel happy about it. But just for the next couple of days, give yourself time to really appreciate this moment before you move on. Just be here. Be present with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends. You've completed high school, and that's something to be really proud of and reflect on. You did it. Your futures are going to come soon enough. But I encourage you to take time this week to really take in what you've just accomplished. Think about what you love from high school. Think about what you regret. The chances you took and the ones you didn't. What was meaningful for you and what wasn't. And if high school wasn't meaningful for you at all, then just let it go and do something different moving forward. This chapter is over. Now you have a fresh slate. Allow yourself to learn from it and let these experiences shape you moving forward. There will be opportunities and experiences ahead that you can't even imagine. Remember, when life doesn't go as you planned, don't panic. Have faith, keep going, and stay true to your values. What looks like a detour may one day become the very thing that leads you to where you're meant to be. Most importantly, enjoy these moments along the way. Enjoy today, take it in. I had no idea how many mistakes I would make along the way, or how many times I'd have to start over in the last 8 years. But I also didn't know how fast it would go by, and I didn't know how much growth and accomplishments and joy were in store for me. On this incredible day, in this moment, take the time to enjoy yourselves and your family and friends and be really, really, really proud of yourself. I'm so happy for each of you. I'm excited to see where life takes you. Thank you for asking me to be here today. I really wouldn't have missed it for the world. Congratulations on this accomplishment. I'm excited for you all. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Today we celebrate two very special milestones. The graduation of the class of 2026 and the retirement of two people who helped shape this school in unforgettable ways, Mrs. Miller and Mrs. Heddle. Let's give them a hand.
Anyone who has spent time in the library knows exactly the kind of energy Mrs. Miller brings into the room. She always has a bright smile, a sarcastic comment ready, and somehow knows when students are doing everything except their assignments. I spent many hours with her writing, editing, fixing, and reorganizing essays for her business class, usually while complaining, staring blankly at my screen, or hoping the assignment would somehow finish itself. But through all of it, Miss Miller was always there with encouragement, patience, guidance, and at least a little bit of teasing along the way. She makes the library more than just a room full of books. She's made it a place where students can work, laugh, calm down, procrastinate just a little, and sometimes simply breathe during stressful school days. She has created an environment where students genuinely want to be, which is impressive considering most of us originally walked in there to get out of class.
And then there's Miss Heddle, who has been with us for 39 years. She is much more than a school secretary. To so many students and staff, she has truly been the heart for this school. For the elementary students, she has been the first smile in the morning, the calm in the chaos, and the reassuring voice when things feel overwhelming. Whether someone needs a bandage, a snack, a pep talk, or simply kindness after a hard day, she always gives it freely. For the staff, she is like the glue that holds everything together. For students, she has been like a second mom, someone who remembers names, stories, and victories, and who makes every student feel important and cared for. Schools are remembered because of people, not buildings, and both Mrs. Miller and Mrs. Heddle have left fingerprints all over the school through the lives they have touched and the care they have shown every single day. Retirement is bittersweet because while we are excited for the next chapter in their lives, filled with rest, family, happiness, and freedom, there is no denying the school will feel different without them. Mrs. Miller and Mrs. Heddle, thank you for every early morning, every late afternoon, every word of encouragement, every laugh, and every moment you gave to this school community. Congratulations on your retirement. You both have earned it. Now could I please get you both up to the stage? We have two wonderful plaques for you guys. Let's give them another big hand, please. Now get your tissues ready as we welcome Serenity Stroud to the stage for the rose ceremony. Good afternoon, everyone. Before I begin, I'd like each of you to look around. Who do you see? Today is more than a graduation ceremony. It's more than caps and gowns, photos and celebrations. Today is the ending of one chapter and the beginning of another. But as we stand here celebrating 4 years of hard work, 12, you could say, growth and memories, there's one group of people who deserve just as much recognition as a graduate sitting here today, our families. When people talk about high school, they usually talk about the students. They talk about grades, sports, clubs, performances, late night studying, college applications, and achievements. What people don't always see are the countless sacrifices made behind the scenes by the people who helped us get here. They don't see the parents who woke up early every morning to drive us to school or activities, or the family members who stayed up late helping us study when we felt overwhelmed. They don't see the encouragement after bad test scores, or the pep talks after heartbreaks, or the quiet support during moments when they doubted ourselves. Over the past 4 years, our families have been our foundation. They stood beside us through every success and every setback. When we celebrated victories, they celebrated with us. And when we struggled, they reminded us that failure was never the end of our story. High school was not always easy. There were stressful nights, moments of uncertainty, and times when many of us questioned whether we were good enough. We experienced pressure to succeed, pressure to figure out our futures, and pressure to grow up faster than we sometimes wanted to. Through all of that, our families remained constant. To our parents, grandparents, siblings, guardians, and loved ones, thank you for every sacrifice you made that we may never fully understand, and working long hours for putting our needs before your own, and for giving us opportunities that allowed us to chase our dreams. You taught us perseverance when things got difficult, and kindness when the world felt harsh. You taught us responsibility, compassion, and strength. Those lessons will stay with us far behind graduation day. As we prepare to leave high school behind, many of us are heading in different directions. Some are going to college, some are entering the workforce, some are joining the military, and some are still figuring things out. And that's okay. Life will take each of us down different paths. But no matter where we go, we carry the support, love, and lessons our families with us. The truth is, graduation is not just about receiving a diploma. It's about recognizing how far we've come and appreciating the people who helped us get there. So today, I ask my fellow graduates to take a moment and truly look at the people who supported you throughout these past 4 years. Think about the rides, the encouragement, the sacrifices, the patience, the love, and the belief they gave you. Without them, many of us would not be here today. To our families, sorry guys. To our families, thank you for never giving up on us. Thank you for being our biggest supporters, our role models, and our safe space during, I can't see, during some of the most important years of our lives. We may be the ones walking across the stage this afternoon, but this accomplishment belongs to you too. As we move forward into our future, I hope we continue to make you proud. I hope we carry forward the values you taught us and use them to make a difference in the world. And most importantly, I hope we never forget the people who stood beside us from the very beginning. This rose ceremony, oh my goodness. This rose ceremony is a small symbol of our gratitude, but the appreciation we feel for you is greater than words can express. Congratulations to the class of 2026, and most importantly, thank you to the families who helped make this moment possible.
Didn't know how many sweaters and hoodies I had till I packed them in a box. Mama tried to hide the tears in her eyes as I threw them in the back of the truck. And she held me tight and I knew I'd have to be the first to let go. Or I drove away, I heard her say, be safe. Baby, don't stay gone too long. till I held her hand. Late nights on the phone, 2 different time zones. It's goodbyes and southbound planes, but I love you and love you away. Don't stay gone too long, don't forget to call. Oh, you think of me when you catch all your dreams. Without you, this house ain't a home. Don't stay gone too long. So I flew home there, but no one wants to. I told grandma goodbye. She got me tired, I knew she'd have to be the first to let go. Before it was time, she closed her eyes. I said, please don't stay gone too long. Wish heaven had a phone. I'll see you in my dreams when you watch over me. Without you, this place ain't a home. Don't stay gone too long. Don't stay gone too
Found it. Good afternoon. I'm gonna fix this maybe. Try. Is that better? All right. Good afternoon. It is my pleasure and honor to announce the scholarships for the graduating class of 2026. This is a class graduating 39 students, with 20 receiving a college prep diploma and 20 planning to attend college, 2 young men enlisting in the military, and the rest planning on career training and heading straight into the workforce. We are so proud of each one of you. Many of the local scholarships were announced last week during our awards ceremony. However, a number of our graduates received additional scholarships and awards from state and national organizations and colleges, which are included in the little booklet if they filled out the form that I sent to them in email. In addition to this, Montana Gear Up has awarded every student a $1,000 scholarship towards furthering their education. Let's give it up for Gear Up. Okay, I would now like to recognize those of you that put in the hard work to earn and receive a scholarship or award this year. You truly earned it, and that is a great life lesson. As I read your name, please stand, and you're going to be facing the crowd anyways, and remain standing. Okay, Amelia Anthony, Colton Arnold, Emma Claridge, Jacob Daugherty, Annalise Fairbank, Emily Grabning, Caden Gunter, Gabrielle Hanna, Jessica Hill, Garrett McKinney, Solveig Nygaard, Oliver Owusu-Brothy, Addison Pardee, Peyton Pate, Haley Rufner, Alexis Russell, Hank Stone, and Savannah Wilson. Give it up. All right, you can sit. Through Running Start dual enrollment college courses, this group of students has earned 91 college credits for free, sponsored by Flathead Valley Community College Foundation and Montana Gear Up, worth over $38,000. This is an incredible program where they can get a jump start for college and save an incredible amount of money and time by doing so. In addition, the class of 2026 has earned scholarships and awards totaling approximately $515,000. On behalf of Thompson Falls High School, I would like to thank all of our local families, businesses, and service organizations for contributing to these students. It is this generous support that helps our graduates attend college and rewards excellence. If you are a sponsor this year, could I get you to please stand up really quick? They don't usually like to stand up. But I know you're out there. All right. Please join me in recognizing the sponsors that refuse to stand up. All right, as I stand here today, I realize what a privilege it has been to watch this class grow up. With the exception of freshman year, I've had the honor of being your counselor since first grade, which means I've known many of you since your missing tooth, untied shoe, and questionable haircut days, which a few of you still haven't outgrown. But I respect that. I've celebrated your successes, helped you through challenges, and watched you grow into the remarkable young adults sitting before us here today. While you may be excited to finally leave the school behind, I can honestly say that letting this class go is a bit tough for me. As you leave here today and begin the next chapter of your lives, my hope for each one of you is not simply that you are successful, but that you remain kind, humble, and compassionate. The world needs more people who lift others up, serve their communities, and choose to do the right thing even when no one is watching. You are so fortunate to have the opportunity to build your own legacy, make it memorable and impactful. I'm incredibly proud of each of you and grateful for the opportunity to have grown alongside of you. Thank you for letting me be a small part of your journey. I can't wait to see the great things that you will do for our world and the safe, kind, and nurturing community you create for my two little ones coming up. And please remember, I'm always here for you. Now, go do great things. I would like to welcome our esteemed high school principal, Ms. Jody Morgan, to the podium. Thank you.
Oh, Mr. C, Mrs. Battles and I have freshman year covered. It is my pleasure to introduce the class of 2026. In the fall of 2013, 30 students began kindergarten together in Mrs. Law's and Mrs. Novak's classes at Thompson Falls Elementary School. 12 of those kindergartners spent the past 13 years together while adding another 27 students to their graduating class. Last fall, 39 seniors began their final year of school, and all 39 met the requirements for high school diploma. Over the past 4 years, these students have grown into leaders, athletes, artists, scholars, and professional deadline negotiators. They survived the Blue Hawk Olympics, final exams, power outages, and approximately 2,026 reminders to put their phones away, cover up their midsections, and not to be late for class. As principal, I can proudly say the class of 2026 has left its mark on this school, mostly positive. I won't talk about freshman year, But in all seriousness, this class has shown determination, kindness, and perseverance every step of the way. I am proud of who you are and excited for who you are all becoming. It is a tradition of Thompson Falls High School to recognize how long students have been in our school district. Would all of the seniors please stand who have attended school together since kindergarten? Would those who have been here since 7th grade please stand? Those that have been here since 9th grade stand. And finally, those who have been at Thompson Falls High School for less than 4 years, please join your classmates. Thank you, seniors. Would the back row remain standing for presentation of diplomas? Members of the senior class, on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the school district, we commend and salute you for all of your accomplishments. We wish you all success in your future educational and career endeavors. I recommend the presentation of diplomas and invite the board members to the stage and Miss Adeline Traber.
Jacob Michael Dockerty. Arthur Kurtz Shanawani. Trayton Rose Anderson. Madison Rose Wormwood. Caden James Gunter. Jessica Manhill. Brooklyn Delaney Court. Jaden Marie Buick. Garrett Matthew McKinney. Austin Ellis Carlson Moore. James Thomas Lampshire. Braden James Pardee. Isabella Marie Pardee. Oliver Kojo Akia. Blake William Schusterman. Emily Rose Bradley. Hank Anthony Stone. Mason Lee Parton. Anna Mae South. Amelia Jane Anthony. Catherine Marie Bonington. Annalise Nicole Fairbank. Alexis Sierra Lee Russell. Gabrielle Jolie Hammond. Hayden Maxine Tate. Serenity Corrine Stroud. Savannah Tyne Wilson. Haley Addison Grace Rufner. Solveig K. Nygaard.
Emma Jean Claridge. Addison Emery Pardee.
Our superintendent's a little shy. Can you give him a hand?
Trust me, I've never been shy. This is the 52nd time I've read this. By the powers vested in me by the state of Montana and the Board of Trustees, I am pleased to be able to individually confer upon you the TFHS diploma with all the rights, privileges, and obligations prescribed thereto. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the Thompson Falls High School class of 2026.